What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the VO2 Max channel. Today we've got some exciting news. As you can see, season 1 for Anvil is live. Look at this. Actually, it should be up on the screen here. Look at this. Season 1 is live. So I didn't actually know when the season was going to come out. It was supposed to be out in March here, and I guess there's nothing like leaving it to the very last second. I love this screenshot. This is so cool. Just give me a second. I think the music's a bit too loud. Turn that down a bit. There we go. Yeah, I'd put on the last spell music because there's no music for this. So actually, you know what we could do? Let's do this here. Instead of this, let's do this. Let's watch this together. Season challenges. Turn that down a little bit. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, what's this? What's this? Hold on, I gotta go back here. I'm gonna rewatch this. New game mode, season challenge. I knew about this. Exploration. Whoa, that was a new gun. Oh, cool. You get to like upgrade your weapons and stuff. Oh, this looks exciting. Ooh, new bosses. Thank goodness. Which one's the new boss? I'm not sure which one the new boss is. Maybe it meant new bosses, new weapons. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, that looks flashy. New toy workers. A medic. Oh, interesting. Yeah, a medic. That's the only boss that looked new to me, was that mantis with the bubbles on its legs. I absolutely love Quake. I'm so happy he's in the full game. He's so crazy powerful. Well, that's very cool. Very cool indeed. We are about to have a lot of content, I think, that we can go over here. So theme for this video is we're going to go through all the patch notes, and we're going to I'll probably get into doing a run, or at least exploring some of the game systems. Let's turn that back on. There we go. Okay, so as of, this was out yesterday. Okay, or Tuesday, I guess. So the update is out for March 30th. That was yesterday. Okay, yeah. I wasn't gonna be able to play it yesterday anyway, so that's why I didn't see it. Here we go. Season 1, new mode, season challenge added. In the new game mode, season challenge, players can choose the difficulty and the opponent to fight against. With the ability to change weapon effects and upgrade/sell relics, that's going to be really handy. Being able to sell things that you don't need. There's been so many times where I've gone through a run and I had specific things where like, oh, I can only have 10 relics or fewer, and without thinking, I'm just buying shit, and then all of a sudden I end up with 11, and it completely negates that one relic. So it would be really nice to be able to sell these and be like, oh, okay, well, this one that I picked up earlier, it's not as important. Let me sell that one, brings me back down to 10. Now my build is back on track here. That's really cool. Players can have a much more interesting run in the direction they want to build. In addition, in the season challenge mode, alert level wave monsters do not appear. Oh, okay. Interesting. Choosing planets to explore. Season challenge consists of 10 planet selections. You will choose one of the 3 planets with varying difficulty. Proceed through a vote. To proceed through... Oh, if you're playing with multiple people, you vote on where you're going. Okay. The difficulty level is accumulative, and the final reward is given based on the final level clear. Excuse me. It's early in the morning here. The obelisk. Obelisks are that drop tons of resources, will appear randomly in the field. Okay. Challenge completion reward. In Galaxy Open Season menu, you can redeem your season challenge rewards. Reward is given based on the final level of the planet you cleared. Oh, hang on a second. Let's get some tunes going again. There we go. Reward is given based on the final level of the planet you cleared. Weapon modification. You can add additional effects to weapons or change existing ones. That is so handy. In-game resources are consumed on change and the cost gradually increases, and the resets when the planet is cleared. Okay. Relic upgrade / selling. Stack-based relics can be upgraded to the next level. Relics that aren't needed can be sold. Season challenge ranking. You can now check season challenge exclusive ranking in the ranking menu. Combined single / multiplayer rankings are shown. Okay, so single player and multiplayer rankings. Oh, that's for like time attacks and stuff like that. Okay. Rank per individual breaker will be shown later on. Season challenge badge. The final cleared challenge level will be indicated as a badge next to your ID. The badge shines more brightly as you achieve higher challenge levels. You can check other players' badges in the multiplayer mode. Regular season pass starts. New season pass up to 100 ranks begins. I was just thinking about this. I'm so bummed out. I got to like level 98. I couldn't quite get to level 100. So I wasn't playing quite enough. New season pass up to 100 ranks. 100 rank is easier to achieve compared to the preseason. Okay, well that's cool. Purchase of the premium pass comes with the version 2 or V2 toy worker that has activation skills. Medic V2 periodically replenishes health, increased attack power based on max HP. Hive V2 periodically shields breaker, increased attack when the shield is up. Compensation for a duplicate reward is given. For players already with season pass rewards, an appropriate amount of crons will be given instead. Okay. New content added. New breaker Quake officially released. Acquisition you can purchase using 1,000 crons. That will be the first thing we do. Can also be unlocked through the season challenge reward. No thanks. Let's just buy him. I've got like 3,000 crons sitting there in my bank. Breaker balance adjustment. Spiral punch and tremor cooldown increased by 50%. I don't think increasing the cooldown was necessarily the right way to go about doing it. I know what they're driving at. Let's read all of the balance adjustments before I make any decisions here. Effective spiral field has been changed. When the skill is used, Quake hits the ground with spiral energy and pulls in enemies and petrifies them. Petrify, good. Okay, so now we can petrify enemies. Spiral field skill upgrades have been changed. 100% increase to spiral field effect range and duration of petrification. Enemies in spiral field receive 1,000% of attack power as damage. Enemies in spiral field receive 50% increased damage for 10 seconds. Reduce cooldown of spiral field by 30%. Gain max HP gain 5% max HP for each enemy hit by... Wait, what? I'm assuming this is healing. That's not what it says. It says gain 5% max HP for each enemy hit. Yeah, I don't know. New bosses added. 4 new bosses added. Okay, there we go. 4 new bosses have been added and will appear in existing galaxies and season challenge mode. 6 new weapons added. 6 new weapons that can apply status effects have been added. You can check the new weapons in the lobby. New appearance changing skins added. Specialty skins that greatly changed the appearance of breakers have been added. I did notice on Quake he had a different mask. It was very like Darth Vader looking. New skins can be acquired through the season pass or through crons. Breaker points added. Breaker points can be acquired through the season pass / season galaxy challenge. My apologies about that. I had to go deal with something real quick. Okay, where did we leave off? Breaker points. Breaker points can be acquired through the season pass / challenge season rewards. Breaker points will be used to upgrade breaker suits in the future. Yeah, this is what I wanted to see earlier. Some type of way to customize my breaker that would be different from the same breaker but that you're using. In this season, breaker points can be used to change starting weapons or starting skill upgrades. Yes, thank you. Letting us change starting weapons, because there are some starting weapons that are not as good as the other ones, and it really makes the playthrough experience difficult. Breaker starting weapon change. Each breaker can change their basic weapon to a different one. Okay, and then, sorry, before I continue on, here's the other thing. Let's say you wanted to do an infinite ammo build. For instance, we're going to talk about how the game is previously. If you wanted to do an infinite ammo build, okay, that's fine. You've unlocked the infinite ammo relic. You've unlocked, your weapon power relic. You've got your 3 or 4 relics all together, whatever it is, or 2. You've got your relics together, you've got your build together, but every weapon in the game that you start with requires you to have more than one bullet. So, yeah, okay, no, I'm thinking about this a little weird. How am I trying to say this? Okay, let's say you wanted to go for a missile launcher build. That requires very specific things. You need to have infinite ammo. You need to have certain things. And even if you do all those relics and get those all together, there's no guarantee that you're going to get a missile gun. So that entire build could be just garbage. Because if you've got, as far as, let's go with Mountain. Let's say Mountain. He's got his big hammer, right? I'm not going to pick infinite ammo for a starting relic. That's dumb. Why would I pick that? Even if I wanted to go for an infinite ammo build, I'm not going to pick that on the run because it's not going to help me at all. It will only help me if I find a weapon later on, which you're not guaranteed to do. So this is really nice that you can change your starting weapon, because if I want to do an infinite ammo missile gun build, I can start that and do that. Breaker starting weapon change. Each breaker can change their basic weapon type to a different one. You can equip weapons in the lobby. Breaker weapon tab. Only tier 1 weapons and certain weapons are available, but more will be added. I don't like the wording certain weapons, but we'll find out what that means. Upgrading breaker's basic skills. You can upgrade one skill in the lobby tab. This allows you to customize your build in advance, making gameplay more interesting. Ultra wide monitor support, balance adjustments, defensive relics are no longer available. Okay, let me read this. Instead of just doing it silently in my head. We made big adjustments to balance. We deleted many defensive relics and added new relics for more builds leaning towards offense. With many defensive builds unavailable, I don't know what that means. Defensive builds unavailable. Everything is available. The attack power of enemies has been lowered. Many deaths that seemed unfair occur less frequently, and the difficulty of battle is more reasonable. Defensive relics are no longer available. The defensive relics already replicated by players will remain. You can still equip these relics. With enemy attack decrease, the numbers on existing defense relics have been changed for balance. New players will have a chance to acquire relics that are no longer available through events. Diverse offensive relics have been added. 10 season exclusive tier 3 relics among other attack relics have been added. Enemy attack increase rate has been lowered, changed from a 3.5% increase per level to 1.5%. Okay. Yeah, that's less than half. That's more than a 50% nerf, so. In higher level planets, this will also be more noticeable. At 100 level, the attack power will be lowered by 80% than before, so 80%, there you go. We fixed a bug where effects, and I don't know if this is cumulative or additive. Like, if it's 3.5% and then times 3.5%, times 3.5%, times 3.5%, yeah, it could get really out of hand. 1.5% is big deal. We fixed a bug where effects that activate for under 30% max HP do not occur when a large amount of damage is received. It was bugged, I knew it! Shields when HP is less than 30% health, recovery, and others that help avoid sudden death had an activation error which has now been fixed. These will activate just before death to protect players. That's what they're supposed to do. I knew it was broken. I knew it. Because I had it happen multiple times where I was like, I should have been fine. One-shot prevention buff has been added for all breakers. Breakers will become invulnerable for 5 seconds when HP falls lower than 10% on a 3-minute cooldown. This will block attacks that make health go below 0, although it triggers once every 3 minutes. Okay. We reinforced gameplay and made big changes to balance. The newly added season challenge mode is designed to let both new and veteran players enjoy the game by choosing the difficulty level. The new weapons are fun and strong. You can now change starting weapons and upgrade skills before a run, allowing presetting to have a more impact. With the new season, we will continually try to become a better game. Thank you. That's awesome. Oh, I guess I could have read this March 7. This March 7. Oh, you know what? I did. I just didn't do it on the video. I did read this now that I'm looking at it again. Because I remember seeing this part. We're working hard to keep our promise of what we planned for the March update. So, that's wonderful. We are not going to play on Steam. So, I'm going to change my settings a little bit here. Actually, you know what? Let's, where are we? Oh my goodness. Well, I think we're about to have a bad day here. That's not what I want. Okay, well that's gonna end that video then, because I'm gonna have to screw around with this again. It uninstalled again. I think I figured out what happened. I have to unplug my external hard drive every once in a while, and when I unplugged it, I think it screwed it up. So that's unfortunate, but that's okay. What can we do in the meantime? You know, we could watch that. Oh, hold on. What am I doing here? On a different page. We could go back to that and watch the. You can see my wish list here. This is my Steam wish list. So I haven't been playing Anvil on Steam because I have access to it through the Xbox app, except when the game gets randomly deleted, like what you just saw. So I will have to deal with that afterwards. But let's watch the video again, and then that's where I'll leave it off here. I do apologize. When I get home, well, I'll download it again before I go to work here. But when I get home, we'll have another go at the speed run, and we'll go through and check out all the season stuff. But let's watch this again. You know what? I'm gonna turn my camera off. Play. I want to make a screenshot out of this, so that's why I left it. Season challenge mode. It looks like they changed the main hub area a little bit, at least on the season challenge. And then yeah, this is one of the new. I wanted to pause it there. Let's go back a little bit. We can do that real quick here. See this? Yeah, This is one of the new weapons. This thing's firing out. It's the same type of thing as a Lancer rifle with the 3 beams. Yeah, I don't have my camera on. Let me just turn my camera back on. Who cares? Yeah, it's the same kind of deal as the Lancer rifle with the 3 beams that shoot out. But these are more projectiles than beams. I wonder if it does any kind of like poison damage. Here we go. Let's look at this. I want this to go away. There we go. Choose the option you want to change. This is for the weapon. Okay. Attack power increases as amount of max HP. 2 attack per 1000 HP. This is less wordy than it was before, so that's good. Skill power increase. 50% status effect duration increase. And then they're going to change it. No. I don't know why this is. What is going on with this YouTube video? Normally if you push spacebar, it will pause it. No. There's pause, but now I can't unpause it. There we go. This is super annoying. I don't know why it's being like this. What are we going here? Yeah, this looks like the new... That's what I wanted. This guy looks like one of the new bosses to me. So I'm not entirely sure which all the bosses were. This one is definitely one of them. The Red Eye Mantis. And here's that gun again. New season challenge. They said this is another new boss. Oh, this is an Apex Overseer. Okay, so he's a different one of these. They're all the same archetypes, which kind of bums me out. I was hoping for like a different boss. Like, different boss, not just a rehashing of the same ones we have. That being said, there are going to be new mechanics we have to learn. 4 new bosses, new mechanics. This is the same arena. Okay. Yeah, this is... Oh, that guy is... Okay, hold on. So this guy is the same as the... Like the servitor looking guy. Was it servitors from Destiny? The big eyeball orb things, the fallen eyeballs. But it looks like there's 3 of them all together. But there may be only just this one because it's called Cyclops. These might be like clones or whatever that spawn off. Instead of the little tiny things that fire off multiple projectiles, this is full on beam bros right here. And then this is, oh, okay, so these are multiple instances of sandworms all together. So I wonder if there's 4. There's space here to have 4. So I wonder if that's what's going to happen. Yeah, interesting. I got confused when I was watching it earlier because the ice worm from oh god, what's her name? Elsa. Do you want to build a snowman? Yeah, this is cool. I like the idea of having the smaller but multiple enemies in the regular galaxies. Like when I was playing through Campanella, I think there's 2 instances where bosses are smaller, but there's multiple of them. The Polychopper is one, and the Polychopper and the Mantises, I think, are the ones that are a little bit smaller. Like it's this kind of thing where there's multiple instances of them, and they're completely, the health bars are independent. You have to deal with 2 separate enemies at the same time. I kind of like that. It's really fun to play with. It gives another dynamic too, where it's not just everybody focusing on one thing. If you've got a really strong build together, I've done it multiple times where my build is strong enough that I can like almost deal with one of these by myself, while the other 2 players that I'm with are dealing with the other guy. And when I kill this thing, then I go help them, or or whatever, or that guy, these 2 kill that one faster, then they come help, or we're both tackling things at a different time, and then all the enemies come back together, and then things get crazy again because you can drop down your thing and you can do your area of effect spell again, and you can fire off your thing and you can hit multiple enemies. It gets really fun because you don't have to watch them. They're not as powerful. They're not going to completely obliterate you. You can kind of go toe to toe with these bosses without huge fear of dying. They are still challenging because there's multiple of them. They can still absolutely wreck your day. They can fuck you right up if you're not paying attention. It's happened. But with the build that I like for Quake, typically I'm just trying to tap that. I'm just trying to tap my shield button there, like as fast as I can to proc that counter attack, explode everything on screen, get back in there, reset all my cooldowns. Then I can do it all over again. Then I can get in there and try and, punch a bunch of things and proc my counter attack, all that stuff. So it's nice to have multiple instances where they could be on different phases of their health and be doing different attacks. There's a lot of times where with just the one big enemy, they have invulnerability phases and you're just surviving for those few seconds. You can't do anything. It probably is not very fun to watch for gameplay, where I just got to sit there, wait for the beams or whatever to go around, whatever happens to be going on at the time. So it's definitely not as fun to watch. This will be more interesting if more bosses are like this. New weapons. Venomous rifle. They are putting poison in. Yeah. I bet you this venomous rifle right down here. Yeah, see, now my spacebar is working just fine. Anything? Burning scatter pistol. That's a new one. Chem drill gauntlet. That's the new one. Thunderstorm gauntlet. That's new. That's really cool. And you're going to be able to pick. Okay, so I wonder if when they were saying you're going to be able to pick your starting weapons within reason, I wonder if that's what they were saying, where your character, and that's totally fine. This is almost exactly what I wanted. Not quite, because let's say we are playing as, where are we here? Let's go back a second. Yeah, we're going to play as Rush. Well, there's no reason that Rush can't have a flamethrower or a minigun or whatever. There's no reason that he can't have that. So I hope that it's not limited to just fist weapons for the character that starts with fist weapons. Or like if you go to Toast here, that Toast can only use the gun type weapons. And Quake can only use fists. And the Mountain, or like these two guys, I can't remember, the Guillotine and Mountain can only use or only start with the axe hammer type weapons. I hope that's not the case, but we'll find out. Like I would very much like to see a universe where, Liner can start with one of the sniper rifles. Not that that's my playstyle, I don't like it, but somebody else might. But Liner doesn't start with a sniper type rifle. He starts with just a regular type. Well, it's a missile rifle, but it's just a regular rifle. There's nothing crazy about it. But I'd like to be able to see him start with whatever weapons are available to that character in the loot pool, is basically what I'm driving at here, which includes the big chonky guys and their fist weapons. But what it looks like to me, if we go through here, what it looks like to me is that, at least for Rush, you can only use the fist weapons. So we'll have to see how it plays. That was cool. What was that? What did he just unlock? That's the Power Gauntlets, Graviton Gauntlets, Godfist Gauntlets, Thunderstorm Gauntlets. Ooh, cool. Thunderstorm Gauntlet. A drill gauntlet equipped with high voltage current discharge device. When attacking with the gauntlet, the ability to penetrate the enemy's defense is activated and an electric shock effect can be applied. That's dope. And Chem Drill Gauntlet. Interesting. A drill gauntlet equipped with chemical spray device. When attacking with the gauntlet, the ability to penetrate the enemy's defense is activated and poisoning effects can be applied. That's wordy. They don't need to have it worded like that, but that's fine. That's really cool. Wait, why did that go gold? Drill gauntlet. Oh, maybe it just is. That's the way it looks now. Okay. Yeah, a gauntlet equipped with a drill that can pierce the heavens. When attacking with the gauntlet, the ability to penetrate the enemy's defense is activated. Yes, that's always activated when you're attacking enemies. This entire line doesn't need to be there on every single weapon. When attacking with the gauntlet, the ability to penetrate the enemy's defense is activated. We know that. That's kind of the point, is to penetrate their defenses. I really do like the drill, especially as a machinist. I find this to be cool. It's not super realistic. This wouldn't be necessarily a realistic for like what I do as far as an application, but if you're into like drilling the ground, this would probably be about perfect with this big spiral flute in here, and then it's spiral wrapped, cutting all the way around, and then you've got this main flute. There could probably be a flute that runs on the other side. You could probably have two that wrap around this cone. But these are very cool. I really dig the way these look. These remind me of the drill bits that are stepped. They've got like 4 or 5 different diameters that you go up to. They're about yay long. They happen to be almost the identical color to this. They're kind of a gold tungsten finish. They're super cool looking. So I'm excited. I like some of the new visual things. That was a cool pull in. What is this? I can't read any of that. So this is the Season Pass Premium. I wonder if it's going to be retroactive, where if you, let's say you get to level 40 here, just because it's available, you get to level 40 of your regular Season Pass, and then you buy the Premium Season Pass, if it's going to give you all the previous stuff as well for all those levels. I don't know if that's how that is going to work. I hope so. See, yeah, I don't like that, whatever is on his forehead there. Not a big fan of that. That kind of looks like a little poop or something. But I like the mask. That's very cool. And then here's our defense suit. That's just straight up 25% defense increase. New toy worker. Here's what I was going to say earlier. I hope they didn't completely remove those defensive relics. There were plenty of times where defensive relics made a lot of sense, actually. There were builds based around them. With the defense suit of retaliation, that was a perfect example or perfect relic to use for a defensive build. And I definitely made use out of that. So I hope they didn't completely change it. Here's this medic V2. This is the 2nd generation toy walker manufactured by the military company Buck. It is equipped with a function that restores the breaker's stamina at regular intervals. Recovery every 60 seconds, heals allies within an area by 20% of their max HP. Strengthen an attack compared to stamina. Gives the owner a buff that increases attack power as amount of max HP. Increases 1 attack power per 1,000 HP. That's cool. Yeah, that's very cool. And then here's the shield one. It's basically the same thing. Oh, that was the shield thing we were looking at earlier. Okay, on that premium credit right here. That's what we were looking at there. That's what this thing is. Pardon me. Yep, looked at that, and then grants a buff that increases attack power by 15% when the owner has a shield. And we've seen that before in a relic, which is really cool. I like that idea of having toy workers that also give you effects that relics do. That's another way that they can increase the build diversity, if you would. Because you and I could have even the same build, but a different toy worker, because we're doing kind of different things. You've got your shields active, and I don't. I'm going for max HP and defense. You're going for low HP and shields and crit chance or something, right? It's kind of cool that we could have the same. We could even have a lot of the same relics, but have those two fundamental different workers, and our builds would almost be completely different. So. new skins. Oh, that's cool. I missed the jungler one. He actually looked like he was slightly green. There we go. Yeah, the jungler is actually green. There's literally jungle in his name. And thankfully he's got a green. Ooh, what is this? What's this on the... Oh, this is your weapon. Okay, this is your starting weapon, I bet. And then these are your relic slots. I bet you that's exactly what that is. Hold on. What was that? Oh, lightning. Wow, he looks cool. That's very cool looking. I see, and this is another... This is where I was getting really excited for the game, was to have a ton of different skins. Previous to this patch, to this update, there was your main skin and then one other skin for the game, and that's fine. It was in this is early access. I get it. That's fine. Oh, it's a drill on his forehead. That's a bit silly. They could probably take that off. It kind of looks like something else, or move it from here to like up top, like more of a unicorn type thing instead of a drill right in his forehead. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so previously it was, I always knew which breaker was being played. It was, the breaker looked the same. It was just a different color. Now, with some of these actual, physically changing their, not stances, but like their profiles, like this helmet, I was like, what is that? The only reason I knew it was lightning, without reading the name, obviously, was because of the homing gun. Everything else looks kind of different. So that's really cool. I like that. Here's a liner. Liner in this picture looks a lot more ladylike. Here's Guillotine with a cool Erisham the Judge type face. That's really cool. Is a Celestial. I think Erisham the Judge was a Celestial. I do believe that's what they are. Yeah, that's really cool. Oh, and then look at this guy. So here's Mountain. This is a cool suit too. I like this face. Even though it's very similar to this, I dig this color scheme with this big giant hammer. This is really cool. Oh, nice. Yeah. I dig these suits. Yeah, I'm really liking this. Oh, you can actually see his face. That's so cool. Here's Elsa. Do you want to build a snowman? Oh, hold on. Whoa. We got something else there too. Oh, here's Uzi. And just a straight up. I'm never really a fan, like, don't get me wrong, I'm a, warm-blooded male, but I'm never really a fan of when they do stuff like this. Like, give her some armor. I understand though, her character is not about armor and all that, so that it just would have been better, like get rid of the, cover up the boobs and the arms, give her, a couple small plates. Just because she's not based around armor doesn't mean she has to have, she doesn't have to wear lingerie just because her skill set isn't based around being defensive. She doesn't have to wear nothing. So they could probably change that a little bit. And it's not a modesty thing. It's not any of that stuff. It's not realistic when, like, you wouldn't, if I was taking this breaker into battle, these are supposed to be robots, right? For one thing. And if I was taking this breaker into battle, I wouldn't have my chest wide open and, boobs popping out. No, I'd be wearing, even just a couple of pieces of armor down the sides, maybe some small pieces on the shoulders, kind of like these here on the hips. She's got a couple of pieces. That's fine. Put, a couple pieces up on her, like her, across the breast area, not boob area, but like up top, the upper chest. Like things on the knees, just a knee pad or whatever, maybe a little bit of armor on the boots, kind of like it is, just things like that on the gauntlets. Give her like some Batman style gauntlets kind of thing. So Shuri looks cool. She's got for sure a robot-y type vibe. This is very Tron. I get Tron vibes from this, different color scheme obviously, but same type of vibes. Whoa, hold on. There we go. And then we'll go for Bronte. I think we went through all of them. Yes, we did. Except for Quake. I think Quake's next. Yeah, Bronte. She looks pretty cool. And this is kind of what I was talking about for Phoenix. Something like this. This would have made more sense with Phoenix as well. Do something similar. She doesn't have to have her boobs popping out and, you know, showing chest and arm. No, this is the kind of armor that I would expect on Phoenix. Give her the, you know, the flowing cape like Phoenix has, and, you know, change up the helmet. You can even have it open face for as, you know, as silly as that would be in real life. But you could even do that. But yeah, this is about the level of armor that I was talking about for Shuri. Right here. This is exactly it. And now here's our Quake. Oh, hold on. I didn't get a good showing of him. Yeah, because right away, as soon as it changed, he did the arms back thing. It's very cool though. I like this mask. Kind of reminds me of a shark. He's gonna be kind of like a land shark, you know, scooching under the ground, back up, and under the ground, back up. That was kind of the vibe that I got from him when we first saw Quake. Was like, oh, this is kind of a, you know, like an underground, up and down, and, you know, through the map kind of thing. So this is really cool. I'm glad they didn't completely change his skill set. I'll talk about the skills in a second here. As far as them being nerfed, I get it with the skill cooldown, and I do agree that the skills needed to have a longer cooldown. 50% I think is a bit much. 30% would have probably been a lot, honestly. Like 20%, 30%. He wasn't so overpowered that it completely ruined the game. He was just clearly the best. As far as I could tell, he was the best for, at least for my play style and the damage that I could do with him. I don't think it needed to be a 50% decrease. What I would have preferred to see is maybe a slight damage reduction on spiral punches, and then like a 20% nerf to the cooldowns. And then instead of attacking 4 times with the tremors, and I had said this previously in one of my other videos, instead of 4 times, maybe 3 times. You go 3 times with the tremors. And then again have, you know, 20% cooldown. I think that would have been a little bit more, I don't want to say fair, that's not the right word I'm looking for. A little bit more of a comprehensive nerf, I think, is what I'm looking for. Not just, you know, increase cooldowns by 50%, that'll solve it. Like, no, you got to actually get in there and figure out why this guy is so powerful. And to be perfectly honest, he is as powerful as he is because his one main mobility skill, which is tremors, this main mobility skill, you can traverse clear across the map if, you know, if it's on cooldown. But if you have the suit that gives you those greaves that do your charges, that cooldown does nothing. I don't care about those cooldowns anymore because I'm just going to be proccing them constantly anyways. So I don't care about the cooldowns. But whatever, that's fine. We'll see how it plays. New Breaker, we knew about Quake. We played with him ad nauseum. And you know what? It is a nice endorsement that they put out a breaker and he was so well received. It's not like they came out with a new breaker and it completely sucked. I'm really happy that is the case. That they've got a new breaker and he's actually good. So, like I said, I disagree with how they chose to balance him. Recent reviews mostly negative. Oh no. 30% of the 49. I'm having a really fun time with it. I think we should don't let this indicate anything yet. Let's wait till this is a game in early access. I think people were thinking this was a fully released game and not realizing it's in early access. It is right here, early access game. It specifically says early access. So, you know what? No, I'm gonna try and get it back on my Xbox here. I'm gonna finish the video there, but I'll get it back on my Xbox. You guys can see my my Grey Knight, my baby carrier Grey Knight guy. And you can see some of the other games that I've got on the docket. We've got Dead Cells, we've got Rogue Tower still, we've got Vampire Survivors, Warm Snow, The Last Spell, Exogate demo. I don't think I'm going to do a video on that. We've still got to go back to Diablo 2. That's just my games on this desktop right now. But yeah, we'll have to try and re-download Anvil, which is a bummer. So this is what I have to deal with like almost all the time. This keeps happening over and over and over again. Change C drive. No, I want to go not that. Well, whatever. I might just put it on the C drive. I might just say screw it. Yeah, let's just do it. Be done with that. Instead of me putting it on my external hard drive and then unplugging it and having it disappear, because that's happened every single time. And I'm quite frankly, I'm tired of dealing with this. So I'm just going to let that download. I'm going to finish up the video here. I want to thank you guys for hanging out, for watching the updates. I'm sorry we didn't get into any gameplay, but that's okay. This can be, there's lots of channels that do this where it's just a game update video and then we get into the gameplay in another video. So that's fine. I'll be getting into that tonight. We'll be checking that all out. Trying to do some speed runs again with Quake, because I think he's probably, it's between Quake and Lightning for the speed run kings for sure. So we'll be getting back in and trying to do some more speed runs as fast as we can. Pick up our 4 relics. We'll have to unlock new things. Probably I'm gonna have to completely start again, and we'll have to, you know, kind of go on our season journey. We'll try the season journey together. We'll do all that stuff. But yeah, that'll do it for this video. I want to thank you guys for hanging out, checking out the video. If you liked it, hit that thumbs up button, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share the video with any friends or family. Download Anvil. It's on Steam. It's on Xbox Game Pass. It's I think it's on Switch and PlayStation as well. I think. No, I don't think it is actually. Let's have a look real quick. Anvil. No, hold on. No, go away. Anvil game. Xbox. Yeah, it may only be available on Xbox. Oh, here we go. Platforms: Series X, Series S, Windows and Xbox One, and Steam. Yeah, okay. I don't know why it doesn't say Steam. Oh, maybe that's what it means by Microsoft Windows. So yeah, there is no availability on Switch or PlayStation, but that's all right. So that's you heard it here. Steam and Xbox, basically. But anyways, thank you guys. I want to catch you next time. Peace, YouTube.